Alrighty, I'm just checking something here to see if this is going to be on, if there's going to be any delays or anything like that. So we shall see here. There's going to be any delays or anything like that. So we shall see. Can hardly hear it. There's going to be any delays or anything like that. So we shall see. Can hardly hear it. There's going to be any delays or anything like that. So we shall see. Can hardly hear it. There's going to be any delays. Hello. We shall see. Can hardly hear it. Hello. All right, this seemed to be pretty much on. I don't know if there's an echo or something going on, folks. Y'all let me know because I might have to do some stuff here, but might have to get some headphones here. To anybody that's in there right now, hey, Mama Carol, can you hear me clearly? There's not like any type of double over or echoing or anything like that, is it? I just want to make sure of that. Moy freestyle, okay. Appreciate that, guys. Okay, appreciate that. I know this is kind of all of a sudden, whatever like that. I typically don't do a lot of things like sometimes I don't do a lot of things on the weekends pertaining to YouTube or anything like that. But anyway, y'all welcome to the channel. Appreciate you guys all being here. Y'all know what to do. To double check to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. I tried doing it this way by using YouTube right now. And what I mean by that, using YouTube to live stream, using YouTube live stream services, not like my typical live stream services when I go on StreamYard. I'm using YouTube to see if there's any sort of delays. Like, last time I did this, the voices and everything wasn't adding, my voice wasn't matching my lips, I guess. That was the biggest issue right there. So anyway, just want to make sure of that. But I appreciate y'all responding, telling me there's no echo. Comments and stuff like that, I don't believe I'll be able to show that and highlight it because of I'm not using what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not using, gosh, I'm not using StreamYard. There we go. Okay, anyway, appreciate y'all all being here. Like I said, double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel. So I just wanted to make this video because I just got done seeing a documentary, and I know the YouTube is not going to let a lot of people know that I'm live right now because it might be talking about something that they might all agree with. Who knows that? But anyway, let me see if I can bring up this picture. Let's see here. Okay, here it is right here. Let me see if I can show it to you guys too. Golly, they got to put ads in everything. Everything. How about I get out of this and let me just show y'all I know y'all are probably thinking like, dude, what are you doing right now? I'll show you guys in a bit if it lets it play. Let's see, escaping. All right, let me see if it'll let this play so y'all can see it. All right, let me see what it looks like to you guys. See if this is popping up on our side. All right, there we go. It is. So I need to move my stuff around a little bit. Just bear with me, folks. I'm in a big studio mode right now, so let me keep you here, move you over like this. All right, so I'm going to show y'all this preview here real quick. All right, let's see. Here we go. I don't know if you guys, let me know if y'all can hear it.
He took my child. He twisted her memories, her mind.
All right. Let me know if y'all can hear that. Jungle J, you say you can hear it? All right. Appreciate the prompt response. Appreciate it very much. Okay, let me go back to my area. Let me make a few more little modifications here. Okay, let me drop it down like that. Bam. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to make it a little bigger for y'all because I want y'all to see this preview as well. Let me see how it looks over there on the screen. All right, so if y'all were able to hear it, okay, y'all were able to hear it. All right, so check this out. Listen to this real quick. All right, folks. So yeah, you guys just saw that preview. You guys just saw that preview right there. Look, Mama Carol's like, whoa. You guys just saw that preview right there. I literally just came from upstairs watching it with my wife, okay? So they have some key characters in this movie that all pretty much what they did is that they all pretty much was looking for love. Okay? They were looking for love, and there's this program supposedly called Twin Flames Universe, where people join in there, and the whole purpose of getting in there is for them to find a mate. Okay, this got really weird throughout this whole show. Okay, it got really, really weird. Started off where this couple in there, they come off telling an incredible, beautiful journey is what they call it, where this man and his wife, they come together and they share their story, and they want to show you how you can also find love as well. And this love that they're talking about is called finding your twin flame, is what it's called. In the beginning of the thing, the guys start expressing what feminine energy is and what masculine energy is and how those two are supposed to match. And pretty much in the beginning, this guy was pushing nothing more than heterosexual type relationships. Okay? Now, as people begin to get in there, this man was pretty much telling them to do these certain, self help techniques. So for example, if they was to say to them, okay, what did your ex-boy, since these people are all single, I'm gonna give y'all a little clue in here too. All of them seem to have been all women too. All women. Okay. Which you go back to the Garden of Eden, this tells you why they were all women that this man is manipulating pretty much. But at the same time, it's a lot of them giving themselves over. Let me slow down a little bit. Okay. So in here, let me put their picture back up. I'll put their picture back up. So y'all can kind of still have this. I'm giving you guys the so I can give y'all the visual. Give me 1 second. Let's see how this look. Okay, there we go right there. This will make it a little better for y'all, okay? Let me see if I can move it up like this. So these two people right here, they are the ones who have this place that they call the Twin Flame Universe. They are the ones who are going to coach you through the process of you finding your twin flame. Now, what they initially do, they ask people who their ex-boyfriends or who their ex-girlfriends were, right? And these people are telling them who their ex were. And almost every single time, the guy, he would end up telling them, that's your twin flame. You need to do everything you need to do to get them back. So what he does is this. He tells them, what is it about your ex that you do not like? And they might say he was mean, he was this, he was that, blah, blah, blah. Then what he tells them to do is this so-called mirror exercise where they go and look in the mirror, and everything they say about their ex, they say about themselves in the mirror. I'm mean, I'm not patient, I'm selfish, I'm this. And they do these little exercises like that to work on themselves, which sounds good at first, right? Because honestly, when you have something like this that goes on, which y'all are gonna, if y'all go and watch this whole docuseries, or documentary, it's like three episodes. They delve deep into it where they got these certain people in here who were all being told the same exact thing. They were telling them to go after your ex, or if there was a person that you may have liked, they telling you to go after that person. Well, it got so crazy in here that this girl who had broken up with her ex, the ex was done, completely done. This man told her, and it's in the docu-series, y'all can go watch it. He told her she needs to go and pursue him. This man ends up getting a restraining order against this woman. This woman is still being told by this man, who is like a prophet to them, so to speak. She's been told by him, you need to do everything you can. You're not trying hard enough. That's your twin flame, and you do everything you need to do to get your twin flame back. Well, the so-called twin flame of hers, he has a restraining order against her, so it's illegal now. So they're telling her to still go after this man. Well, it gets to a point to where accidentally the girl shows up in the same spot where this man was, the same bar. He gets her arrested. She gets arrested for stalking him because he has a restraining order against him. This lady ends up in jail. Y'all, you can't make this up. She ends up in jail because she's following what this man and this woman right here is telling her to do. That's your twin flame. You go after him. You do everything you need to do to get your flame. That's what she's being told. Let me see if I can keep this page right there so I don't, because I'm trying to see you guys' comments as well. Okay? So give me a second right here. I'm just keeping that image there. I think it's just kind of... All right, there we go. So they're doing this. Oh, I'm buffering now. Of course I am. So anyway, they're doing this, and here I am. Oh, so I'm buffering. Of course I'm buffering. So they're doing this because of the being under the teachings of this man and this woman. So this lady ends up going to jail. She's in there for darn near 6 weeks. Of course, they did not come to her rescue to help pay to get her out or anything like that. So anyway, there's all sorts of other people that are in this show. A woman being manipulated to pretty much the same exact thing. She literally just told them that this guy literally just went to jail for drugs. They still told her, no matter what, that's your twin flame. And this woman in here, she's so sweet and naive. You can see it all in her eyes. She's 19 years old, and they're telling her that that man that went to jail for drugs and all type of other federal crimes he committed, they're telling her that is your twin flame. And so, of course, they get you to not believe what's in front of your eyes, okay? They get you to believe not what's in front of your eyes. This is what they did to these people in here, okay? So eventually, there's like 6 other women in here fall under the same thing. One particular girl's in here. Her and her sister are twins. Well, this girl twin goes off and goes to this whole twin flame universe ordeal, and they do the same thing to her. She's just looking for love. Pretty much what it comes down to it, folks, is that if you go, I cannot stress how much you guys all need to go and probably go and watch this. It's on Netflix. Watch this documentary. And you will see that there is a still to this day, even right now, more than ever, there is a huge, extremely yearning for people to be together. Folks in this show got manipulated. They got manipulated to the point to where they've been with these folks for years, and these people are telling them still to go after their so-called twin flame. Their so-called twin flame that they're looking for, these men, they have moved on. Some of these men moved on. These men have gotten families. They're married. And these people right here are still telling them that's still your flame. He just doesn't know it. They're still your flame. He just is under the guise of the new wife and the new children that he's with. They're telling them the most ridiculous stuff, and these people are believing it. Unfortunately, now I'm going to keep it real. I was telling my wife, I said, there is no way that it's still completely all these people's fault that this is happening to them. These are grown-ups. Now, I get it. I told y'all the other day, there's certain people of a certain intelligence that can be easily manipulated. Some people just don't have that. Some people just don't have that sense of danger. They don't have that sense that I'm being manipulated. They do, but they just kind of question themselves on it. They doubt themselves if what they're thinking is right. I mean, when you can manipulate a 19-year-old into being with a convicted felon because you told them that that's their flame. So Dirt Sapien, twin flame is supposed to be your soulmate, so to speak. That's pretty much what it's about. But these people up here have a program that is still going on right now called Twin Flame Universe, where they actually help and coach you into finding your twin flame, but it comes at a cost. You pay for the coaching. And then they will actually make you, if you're in it long enough, they will make you a coach to where you will coach other people. And God, man, if you are a couple, a man and a wife, if you are a couple and y'all married, they will use you to actually become CEOs or use you to become coaches to other people who's trying to find love. So what I ended up finding out in this, I told my wife, I said, my God, I said, we can do this right here and actually be genuine about it. We can do this right here and be legit genuine about the stuff. The reason why I wanted to make this video is to show you guys that although these people right here are being called a cult, which if you go and look at, I'm not gonna say it. You guys gonna be the judge of if this is a cult that these people are running. But to me, any type of thing that's used in any shape, form, or fashion of manipulation to coerce your decision, that's evil to me. That's evil. You should be the type of person to where you are pointing a person in the right direction, but also they're using their decision making. You shouldn't have to tell them what they're, you shouldn't, and it's always like I told you, I love it. With Charlie Chaplin, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, that regiment your life, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, use the cannon fire. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not, cattle. You say you're men. In other words, and then it got to a point in here, folks, where this man literally wanted to buy all these acres and have these people stake. Does that sound familiar to y'all? Does that sound familiar? He bought this. He wanted to buy this land and have all the people who are part of the Twin Flames community to live on that land. And some of these people wanted children, but since they haven't found their twin flame yet, he and his wife, they were going to match them up with other twin flame people that were in the group. But he wanted to be the one to impregnate all these women. It's in the documentary, y'all. It's in the documentary. You can go and watch it yourself. The reason why I'm pretty much making this video to talk about this whole thing is, it's not to go religious on y'all or anything like that, but I'm just telling you there's a really good book out there that got a lot of wisdom and it got a lot of knowledge in it. Okay? And in this book, God said it is not good for man to be alone. So he made a woman, took the man's rib, formed a woman. Y'all all know the story, Adam and Eve. Right? You know that. That's part of my story. That's part of my whole, that's part of my whole message I'm giving off right now. Is that it's not good for man to be alone. It's not good for you to be alone, period. Right? The second part of this is that if you know the story about Adam and Eve, you know that Eve was deceived by the serpent. We know that story. He got her to eat he got her to eat the forbidden fruit from the knowledge of good and evil, right? We all know that, okay? Now, this is what I want to get into. All of these people all seem, for number one, we know they're all single. And I'm telling you right now, based off of my observation in watching this movie, all of them have a certain level of a mental intellect. They all seem to I'm just telling y'all, they all seem to be very, for one, a lot of them, they range in ages. Whether they are 19 years old like the young woman here or whether they're in their 40s like other women that were in this movie. My point in this saying is that they all come with a certain type of intellect to where they can be easily manipulated. It's not even hard to manipulate them. It's not hard to deceive them. It's not hard to coerce them. They all seem to have the same shape, form, and fashion of a personality in this documentary. And I want y'all to go watch it, right? So the reason why I say, the young can be easily manipulated, no, I'm just being real with y'all. To an extent, depending on what it is, women can be easily manipulated. Not saying that men can't be manipulated, but I'm talking about in this case, women. That's why, let's keep it real right now. Who do you see that mainly fill up churches? Huh? Women. Who do you see that mainly fills up most? If there are cults out there, who do you see that there's men in there, but who do you mainly see that mainly fills up these things? Women. So you can argue all day long, no, women don't go, no. Then why are most of these churches, why are most of these cults, all these synagogues, all of them, all the main people that follow after them, they're mostly filled with a lot of women. And what they really pushing here, which is really crazy, they try to say, oh, you guys don't know this, but you were actually flames before you were born. You were a spiritual being and all this stuff before you even came through your mother's birth canal. But they're going to be the ones to tell you who they are. And then this man literally got done saying that he's like the second coming. I mean, that's what he said in the show, y'all. But what I want to tell y'all is this. The whole purpose of this is to show you that one of the biggest things that people struggle with right now, one of the biggest struggles that I see right now is loneliness. All day long, you can go on different panels. I've been a part of a lot of panels on here, a lot of channels. Most of these things, when it all comes down to it, the nucleus of it is that people are lonely and people want to be in relationships. You don't believe me? All you have to do is look at some of the panels that I go on. Look what the topics are all about. Topics seem to be all about women not being submissive, men not being men, toxic masculinity, women radicalized feminine, radicalized feminist movements. Women don't want to submit. You hear about men are not good leaders. I mean, all these things you're hearing about when it comes to relationships. But what it's showing you is the pretty much, to sum it all up, the summary of all of that is that people are talking about these issues because people are lonely. Pretty much. People want to date. Men want to date. But men are having these discussions on these panels talking about these modern women. You hear it all day long on these panels. They want to be in a relationship. You see all day on these panels, women are saying all men, they're not leaders, or they want a man with $100,000, 6 inches of penis, 6 feet tall, all of that. They saying all these things, what they want. But what you're finding out is that these people don't even have it. And by people who are lonely and they're yearning for love, they're yearning for a mate, they want somebody to be with and share their life with and have them share their lives with them. They want to be in a relationship. Those people can easily be preyed on. Those people can easily be manipulated. And then to turn around and say, you're going to pay for me to oversee everything you're doing. You're going to pay for me to coach you. You're going to pay for these sessions, which, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of people out there that I get it. You're giving your time over to coach people to help them, work on themselves, to get themselves into a position to where they're ready to actually go into a relationship. I get that. But when you get to a point to where you can tell this person, that's who your flame is, without these people even vetting, not even pushing them to get to know it. Matter of fact, in this documentary, they were pushing people to get married like this. Just get married. Get married. That's what they were doing in this documentary. I keep on calling it a docuseries, but it's a documentary. It's so crazy because this whole deal that we're dealing with right now, this whole ordeal that we're dealing with right now, is that we are so connected, but yet so distanced. Right now, you guys are tuning in from, I don't know, we all tuning in from everywhere, all over, but we're connected as in, social media wise. But there's a lot of you out there right now, and y'all are suffering from being lonely. You don't have, you can say all day long, okay, you're not, look, for one, if you keep on having to return to social media to be your outlet so you can feel like you're a part of something, that's a problem. You that may be single, I strongly urge you, number one, definitely you need to work on yourself if you feel like there's something there. A lot of times you won't even know it till you get with it made, but come on, all of us, you know yourself well enough to know if you're looking to get into a relationship, whether you are a man or whether you are a woman. If there's some things that all your life, come on now, you knew as a kid growing up, you knew as a teenager, there's things about you that you heard people say about you, whether it be your parents, a friend, past boyfriends, whatever it may be. If you know that those are some things you need to work on, you need to work on those things before pursuing going into a relationship. That way you won't have to work on that when you do get into that relationship. But pretty much when it comes down to it, it just showed me that so many people in this world right now, it's so bad because you get to see how being in a relationship is a huge blessing. Now, some of you might have the gift to where not being in a relationship is okay. You know what I mean? You might have that gift. I don't know. Some people are like that. But from what I'm seeing based off this documentary that we just watched right here with these two people, they're preying on the vulnerable. They're preying on you who actually are seeking the love and all that. You just really trying to get an answer. You hoping that they can match you up, whatever like that. And you don't care how they do it. You just want somebody to do it for you. But see, that's where the manipulation can easily be bestowed upon you because you're looking for somebody else. This documentary, the people that are in this documentary, they're looking for them to do the work for them. And these people right here did not do the work for them. Anybody that these people in this documentary came across that they said, I think I might like this guy, they said, yep, that's them. That's your twin flame. And in the beginning of the show, let me show you how manipulative it is. This guy was really much pushing in there. I'm just being real. That's one thing about being in the cult, no matter what it is, all these things going to have some shape, form, or fashion of truth and facts in it. Number one, he was in there pushing. He said there is feminine, there's masculine. That is true. Right? He was saying how, masculine trying to, he said it's not going to work. He said feminine and feminine he said it's not going to work. It has to be a feminine and a masculine. He said a feminine and masculine energy. Okay, I get that. I'm cool with that. Right? But it got really interesting when some people came in there, looked like a woman, sounded like a woman, right? But it was a man. Now what do you do? See, because of the money and all this stuff that these people right here were getting, all of a sudden the philosophy has started to change because they had people in there that were trans. They had people in there that were lesbians. So now all of a sudden he changed with that as well. He started saying, well, perhaps the masculinity that's within you, it just happened to be in the wrong body. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. But he was literally fooled by the person in there that sounded like a woman, that looked like a woman, and it turned out to be a trans. Right? So now what do? Well, you manipulate and you tweak all your philosophies and your foundational teachings and principles. You manipulate it just so you can keep that money coming in because you don't want to turn away anybody because those right there are potential customers. Now all of a sudden you telling them, and look, here's the thing. One of you, he gave, look, check this out. They got in here to a point to where so many women in here that was a part of this program, these women in here literally was still staying in this program. And some of them became directors, some of them became coaches, some of them just became sales managers, a part of this Twin Flames organization. These women did not find their man. So guess what they did? This man and this woman, they said, okay, we know what's going on. Your twin flame actually works within the organization, and your twin flame lady is another lady. And these women are in the documentary. Go watch it. The women in the documentary are like, I'm not gay. I'm not. And they're like, no. It has nothing to do with that. See, the woman that we're hooking you up with, she has the masculine energy. So you are being with some, and these women, I'm just being real. These women are so easily manipulated. They're like, okay. So these women in here who are heterosexual were able to allow this person, this man and this woman, to manipulate them into believing that a masculine entity or masculine energy was in another woman, and that is your twin flame. And although these women, every part of their feminine being, every fiber of their feminine being was saying, that's a woman. I don't want to be with a woman. But because they didn't want to upset the master manipulator or anything like that, they just kind of went along with it. Like, well, because guess what? They found out that if you disagreed with him, if you went against what him and his wife were teaching and saying, you were met with some harsh repercussions, being verbally talked down to, being, publicly embarrassed when they go on these Zoom calls and things like that. One woman went to the point to where she started like, well, I need to, they, like I said, go back and practice the mirror things. She went back and practiced the mirror thing to where she wanted to make herself more masculine. So she cut her hair and she really focused on trying to be masculine, while at the same time, that nature in her was fighting it. She couldn't do it. So the woman that they were going to pair her up with, that woman said, you know what? Nope. She was like, nope, not me. So she got out of it. So what these people are doing, if y'all go and watch this, it's called Twin Flame. What would it say? It's called like Escaping Twin Flames. And right now, it's still going on. I'm going to show you guys something, okay? I want y'all to go along with me, okay? I'm going to show y'all something here. Let's see. All right. Go with me here. So now check this out. This is their Instagram. This is Twin Flames Universe Instagram. Look what they have right here. We appreciate the opportunity to address several concerns raised in recent headlines and documentary productions about our community. Our primary objective continues to be the development of a community that is both diverse and inclusive, joined together by common value, principles, and goals. Those who enter our community and become students are treated with love, acceptance, and support. This will never change, and we will continue to love those who have moved on and wish only the best for those who ultimately decide to follow their journey elsewhere. Our organization is staffed by a multidisciplinary team of experts, including the PhD researchers. Y'all need to go watch a show to find out who this PhD researcher is with the MAP program they have on there. That's another ball game. Anyway, educators from all around the globe, all coming together with unique experiences and backgrounds. Each of us has dedicated ourselves wholly to ethical conduct and the welfare of our community. We like to emphasize that our educational content and methodologies are tailored to provide a unique path for both personal and spiritual development and fulfillment. We recognize our methods may not align with everyone's unique beliefs or needs, and we honor the freedom of individuals to explore other options they feel best elevate their spiritual well-being. We are devoted to ongoing refinement and welcome meaningful conversations with all interested parties. We take seriously recent allegations implying we wield inappropriate control over our community members. After a careful review of both media coverage and recent productions, we are saddened that so much effort has gone into taking swipes at our organization and community founded on the love and mutual respect. The allegations levied against Twin Flames Universe not only distort our true aim methods and curriculum, but also misrepresent the autonomy of our community members who are free. They are free to engage with our resources as they see fit. We are committed to confronting these allegations in an open and accountable manner. Twin Flames Universe will continue to foster an atmosphere of open discussion. We welcome constructive feedback as these are crucial for mutual growth and understanding. Our unwavering commitment is to maintain a secure, respectful, and uplifting space for anyone who wishes to join with our engaged community. But let me show y'all something. Let's go back to the I'm gonna go back to this preview right here and show y'all something. This woman right here. Here, somebody said, can they see the preview again? Okay, I'll show it to y'all. Check it out. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'll show it right to you. I want y'all to pay attention to, okay, that lady right there. This woman right here that you guys are seeing right here, he literally filed $1 million lawsuit against her. This woman right here. He filed $1 million lawsuit against her because of the things that she pretty much was investigating herself. She has twin daughters. Her twin daughter was one of the people that went to be a part of the Twin Flame Universe. And these people got her to a point where they told her twin flame was a woman over in Dublin or somewhere. So this girl packed up her things and flew to Dublin to go be with this woman. And although the girl wasn't gay herself or homosexual, although she wasn't that herself, they told her the woman over in Dublin had masculine energy. And because of that masculine energy in that woman, that's who your twin flame is. And it's very interesting that it got to a point to where, look, I'm telling you, in the documentary, you don't see no men. Like, there are no men that are in this. There are a lot of women that's being pushed. Now, when they go to these so-called seminars they do on this twin flame deal, when they go to the seminars, you do see a few guys in the audience, right? You see a few guys. But what you don't see, you do not see a lot of men that got manipulated by this. And what I want to throw in there too as well is that it's interesting to me that they wanted to sue this woman because he said he's suing her for defamation of character. But when it all came down to it, the lawsuit was dropped. This lady ended up having to pay, this mother right here, she ended up having to pay like $30-some thousand to fight against him trying to come after her. And he also tried to come after some other people that's in his documentary too for defamation of character. Now, although there may be some craziness going on in here, I just want to say this because I told you I look at things very balanced. Why did it can be messed up because they allowed the man to do that to them. They allowed it. They went to the programs. Although they said nothing, I felt that what I was doing was wrong, but I didn't want to disappoint them, so they did it anyway. So it's so much of that going on in here that it makes absolutely no sense why any critical thinking adult would absolutely end up becoming a part of this twin flame universe to find their love. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. In this show, this man and his wife, both of them, let me see. Here we go. Let me bring them back up. This man and his wife, both of them, these two right here. I think they were married for like they're married for like 7 years right now. Now, I don't know the whole story of what it is that they've gone through, whatever like that, but I think if I recall, they've been married for 7 years. So whatever this thing is they got about finding true love and about how they're so happy in their journey and they found their soulmate and this true love. I'm like, y'all 7 years in. That's why I was teasing my wife about. I'm like, babe, we can literally do, we can literally like, we do it anyway. Me and my wife, we do counsel people, right? But I'm like, my point is that it's so easy. Just think if you are a good person with a good heart and you literally doing things to help people. But the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that you have to be the one that want to do the work. You that are single right now, you are going to remain single if you are not getting out there. And that's why people like them can so easily get into a lot of people's lives and manipulate them because they prey off you being lonely. Keep it real. That's what it is. They prey. These people right here, they prey off of you being lonely. Then it get to a point to where, let me tell you the reason why I say it, because I see this in a lot of churches too. A lot of women are in church. The pastor is a person that's actually the lead. I'm just keeping it real because this same type of manipulation goes on in church. Let's just keep it real. It goes on in church as well. Always. Then it gets to the point where the pastor starts saying things like, God is your husband, or Jesus is your husband. That don't make sense when the Bible clearly says it's not good for you to be alone. If there are women out there who are desiring to be in a relationship, put yourself and position yourself in a place to where you are actually able to get a man like that. And I'm just telling y'all right now, I know it's crazy, but whatever atmosphere you're going to put yourself in, expect that type of man. If you are a person that you already might be, so, you might be a person that you go to church and things like that, position yourself in a place to where you would actually attract a man, that man that you want, that man that you want, or even that woman that you want. Put yourself in a position to actually pursue that. Now, what am I saying? Now, Ty, no, man, no, I'm just telling you right now, if you are a person, you are single, and you want to be in a relationship, you can make it known. What's wrong with that? Because I'm telling you right now, if you go online, you are competing with people that's going, man, I'm telling you right now, you are going to be competing with some women who can make themselves up, who can Photoshop some things, and that's what those men gonna do. If you are online and you're trying to find somebody online, what you're gonna end up finding out, they're gonna be men online going like, ooh, and they might see you go, ooh, they gonna keep on swiping. You have to be out in public, folks. Now I know there are some people that found love online. I get all that, but I'm talking about ones that been, y'all, years. You've been looking for love for years. If you go to church, you can find him or her there. On your job, which a lot of people do find some people find their husbands like on jobs, hospitals, nursing homes, the construction place. I don't know where y'all work, but I'm just saying, a lot of people find their husband or wife in those places like that. Now, we live in a different world today where all this stuff is completely online. Me, I tease my wife all the time. Guess how? Even though social media was starting to become a big thing around our time, but guess how I found out about my wife? Guess how? I'm at church. I know, at church. There are all kind of single women in church. But for some reason, my wife seemed to be the one that caught me. She caught my eye. I knew her mom. Her mom was visiting. Her mom was coming to our church for some time. I asked her mom, "Hey, who was that came? Oh, that's my daughter. She's second to the oldest daughter." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Her mom got all excited. "Oh, why did you?" I said, "No, I'm just asking. I know I seen your other daughters and all that and all that. I just never seen that one right there. I never seen her." Oh, her mom got excited. Guess what? Me and my wife, we didn't know it at the time, but my wife went to this Kenneth Knox concert. I went to the Kenneth Knox concert. I happened to see her at the Kenneth Knox concert, and we almost took the same exact route going home. We happened to just end up stopping at the same. I recognized them. Oh, she go to church. I pulled on the side of her. I went beep beep. She looked over. I went, smiled and I waved, and she waved back at me. And she drove off. Right? I made it a point that whenever we was gonna have our next church thing, because I found out that she was single. I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready to ask about her. Now, I didn't go on a dating thing or, hey, can I get your Snapchat? Or I went straight to her. What am I saying that for? There are a lot of people out here right now that you are absolutely 100% scared and they want it to be like that. You have it to where you are able to hide behind your keyboard. You can make up any type of profile you want to. You can actually manipulate your pictures, or you can manipulate your pictures any way you want to. You can put on there what type of career you have. You can sit there and take false pictures of the house that you might live in because you're doing all that to attract a mate. But I'm telling you right now, something as simply as talking to somebody that you might have an interest in, just having that conversation with them, talking with them, can be the game changer. Now, I'm not talking about like, how people want to text back and forth or anything like that. You want to message each other. No, I'm talking about hearing each other's voices. It makes a difference. The reason why the Lord gave a lot of us that. Having that one-on-one conversation, being able to hear the tones in each other's voice, being able to see them smile. That's what I'm saying. It's so many, there's so many variables that are being missed in one-on-one and face-to-face relationships that it just throws you off. Even just somebody looking down and how they look back up at you when y'all talking. Even then, I love how when I talk to my wife, her eyes kind of get big and then she looks back and forth between both my eyes. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that from a computer. You don't get that from a computer. You know what I mean? You don't get how if y'all just happen to be somewhere and the light just hit their face a certain type of way, you get to see how brown their eyes are or something like. You don't get that from a computer. You don't get that from taking an Instagram picture and showing you out chilling somewhere. You don't get that. I mean, you can sit there and say, "Oh man, wow, they're in Hawaii having a good time," but it's a different ball game if you actually are with them there and you actually are experiencing that with them. So yeah, this just shows me pretty much through this documentary right here. This just shows me that these people are very lonely, and then this couple right here who are literally, I mean, look, they're manipulating these people. I know that they just got done saying we are a community of bliss because they got a lot of people that support them. I get it. They got a lot of people that support them. There are a lot of naive people out there who fall for a lot of things. And like I said, it's not just this documentary I'm talking about right here. This happens within church too. A lot of people know exactly what to do just to keep you coming there. They know exactly what to say just to keep you coming. They know exactly how to manipulate you in such a way to keep you paying. One woman said on this documentary right here, one woman said by the time she got done doing all the coaching sessions and everything, she ran a $20,000 credit card. You're supposed to be helping me find love, but I got to go through all this coaching and pay all this money for it. My God, there was a time back in our day where we would just say, "Hey, who you like?" "Oh man, I like Teresa." We would be the ones to go to Teresa and be like, "Hey Teresa, I just want to let you know, Nate like you." Y'all, my God, look, I'm still young enough to where in the days where you could just send a girl a note saying, "You're pretty, I like you, do you like me? Check yes or no." And she said no, you just like, "Oh man." But at least you kept on trying, you know what I'm saying? That was it. What made it so good back then is that you had to face reality. The reality was you could see her and you went to school with her. The reality was she could see you and went to school with you. The reality was you getting ready to find out whether you got rejected or accepted. And no matter what happened, you had to take it. Period. That's the reality of it. Being in a relationship is such an awesome thing. There are things that's in a relationship that you will not be able to get by being lonely. But again, that's if you had the gift of like having like that eunuch like type spirit or a nun like type spirit where you don't, that's not even a desire of yours. I'm not talking to you. But for the ones who do desire to be in a relationship, I'm telling you right now, all you have to do is look around. Look around. Is there anybody that you're interested in? Let them know. Go back to you know what? If you think about it, check this out. If I was single and I saw my wife, y'all know how much of a crazy player move that would be, in my opinion. If I wrote a note to my wife, like I'm saying, if I was single and my wife was single, if I wrote a note saying, I think that you are very pretty and I would like to get to know you, would you like to go out with me? Yes or no? You know how much of a sweet move that would be right now in today's world because the kids don't even know nothing about that. Then you have to come and give it back to me. I mean, I'm just saying. That's like a cool little player move right there. That would be real cool to me. That's just me. That's my opinion on that. But anyway, y'all, check this out. I appreciate y'all all being here. My moderators holding it down in here. Red, sis, I appreciate you being here. Mama Carol, always nice to have you in here. William Lynn, my friend, glad you in here. Zach, getting smacked by Donna Frank Smack. Appreciate you being in here. Moe, I thank you for being in here. Blue 22, appreciate you. AS, is that Genuine, appreciate you being in here. Miguel Cootie Wolf, I appreciate you. Sparky Tuttles, always a pleasure. Jungle J, thank you. Dirt Sapien, I really appreciate all you guys all being in here. Y'all, go check out this documentary if y'all have it on Netflix. And you're going to see what I'm talking about. With that being said, folks, y'all know how I end all my shows. I'm Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man. And I hope and pray every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also, right here,